The greatest unsolved mystery in planetary science has just been solved, and the answer is more beautiful and more brutal than anyone ever imagined. For 415 years, ever since Galileo first pointed a telescope at Saturn, we have stared at its rings and had absolutely no idea where they came from. For most of modern history, we assumed they were as old as Saturn itself, formed 4.5 billion years ago, at the birth of the solar system. Then the Cassini mission arrived, and proved beyond all doubt that the rings are barely 160 million years old, which created an even bigger, much stranger mystery. Why did the most famous structure in the entire solar system just appear out of nowhere, at the exact same time that Stegosaurus was walking around on Earth? Last week, on the 5th of March 2025, a team from MIT and NASA published the final confirmed answer in the journal Science. They ran 200 million high-resolution gravitational simulations on the fastest supercomputer on Earth, and they recreated exactly what happened. 161 million years ago, Saturn had one more moon, a small, unremarkable moon roughly the size of Great Britain. The scientists named it Chrysalis. For over 4 billion years, it orbited Saturn in perfect, unchanging stability. Then something almost impossibly small happened. A tiny gravitational nudge from Titan shifted Chrysalis's orbit by just 700 kilometers. That was all it took. Chrysalis crossed Saturn's Roche limit, the point where the gravity of a planet is so strong it will tear any intact object apart. It did not explode. It did not collide. It simply unraveled. Grain by grain, rock by rock, ice by ice, the entire moon came apart over the course of 3,000 years and spread itself out into a perfect, paper-thin, flat disk around the planet. That disk is Saturn's rings. 99% of Chrysalis became the rings. The remaining 1% is the small, irregular moon we now call Phoebe. And there is one final, heartbreaking coda to this story. The rings are temporary. Cassini measured they are raining 10 tons of ice down onto Saturn every single second. At that rate, they will be completely gone, vanished without a trace, in another 100 million years, which means the rings exist for exactly 260 million years out of the solar system's entire 4.5 billion year history. We did not just evolve close enough to see them. We evolved at exactly the right time. Almost every other intelligent civilization that will ever arise in the Milky Way will look at Saturn and see nothing but an ordinary gas giant. We are the only ones that get to see the ghost of Chrysalis. So I want to ask you, does knowing the most beautiful thing in our solar system is the corpse of a dead moon and that it will soon be gone forever make it more beautiful or less? Drop your answer below and follow for the science stories they never teach you in school.